Hello, everybody, and welcome to another spooky episode of the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darien.
I'm your other host, Landon.
And I'm your other host, Matt.
I thought you told me we had to go all the way.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I thought you just meant all the way as in, like, the costume.
You just want me to come on here and be shirtless and wear shorts?
If you wanted, I didn't say you had to.
I don't know if we'd be allowed to show that.
Show what?
Me in shorts?
A shirtless man?
Man jugs.
Oh.
Oh.
That's demeaning.
It's not demeaning.
It is.
It's pretty demeaning. For us fat
Put your
people.
jugs away.
All right, well, you want to explain to the audience what our outfits are?
Yeah, sure.
Let's start with him, right? Because
you mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
Here, put on a little bit.
Oh, God.
I thought you were going to wear it the whole time, but I guess not.
I wouldn't want to wear it the whole time.
So as we mentioned last week, we have...
You're blind. Oh, my God.
Shut up. Shut up. I almost went blind in my right as a child. Thank you for making fun of that. Everybody cancel him.
Yeah,
Traumatic experience.
Everybody should cancel. Anybody should be you. Anyways, to be real, as we mentioned last week, we had a casting announcement of Nakia Matthew Parrish as Colonel Fury Sr. Nick Fury Sr.
Nicholas Fury Sr.
Nicholas Fury. Dang, my bad. Put the full name in there.
Get the title right, boy.
Get the title right. Here you got your little file right here on Project H. And speaking of Project H...
Highly classified, by the way.
Not now, because I'm about to reveal who's playing, or what is the so-called Project H. None other than the Incredible Hulk, which is played by me, as well as Dr. Banner. This will look more professional. I just kind of loop this on here. Real quick. I'm playing the Hulk. Very, very excited about that. We did a little bit of Bruce stuff today.
Yeah.
And now going to you. I don't know if you want to do the honors, or...
So
He's just like a
it might be a little not obvious, but if you're a comic book nerd and you pay attention to colors, you might recognize this assortment of colors. I will be playing. Didn't do anything. There's nothing.
I know there's nothing under there. What?
But I'm taking the flash hat off. I'll be playing Logan,
James Hallett,
the Wolverine.
the Wolverine.
In Hulk versus the Wolverine.
So we've always wanted to fight each other. Now we have an excuse to get on camera and film it.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill each other.
That's our Halloween costumes.
My dad asked me if this was secretly, because we're out in the woods right now filming. I don't want to give too much away. And he asked me, he's like, is the Hulk versus Wolverine a cover? Or are y'all just doing Brokeback Mountain? Fan film? I'm like, no.
He heard some stuff from the woods. Ah!
Probably heard him
Get off me! Help! Watch this!
Watch this!
Answer me!
Answer me!
No, but yeah, no more.
That one Joker meme.
No other information. It's close to Halloween. Happy early Halloween, or happy Halloween if I release this late, probably. Or after Halloween. We'll see. Knowing me, I'm bad at it. But yeah, so that's our outfits. But we got a lot of news this week. New statue.
Real quick.
New statue.
No.
Please, I'm begging you.
Whisper to him what you just said. Yeah, but this is our...
No, I don't even need you to finish. No.
Please.
Also got...
Come on.
Well, see, since it's October, I do want to say, because you mentioned Dr. Doom, I got my green goblin. We want to do villains, I guess, for the big kind of Halloween thing. But this is brand new, right? This is a newer one that came out.
Yeah.
So we're happy to get that. I found this at like McKay's.
We went to Walmart and saw this, and immediately it was an impulse purchase.
Walmart.
I know. I'm like trying to get this pro to review the PS5 games here, but all right. Anyways,
well, but we got news to get into, and things happened this week. But how have you been? Okay, how have you been? Okay, so we got.
I've been amazing, man. Fantastic week. Absolutely phenomenal. Just kidding.
The week's been all right. We did watch both newest episodes.
Well, that wasn't the plan. We're reviewing 2 episodes today of that.
The truck is still messed up.
Well, they don't.
I don't talk about that. Don't remind me on here.
When we get to Penguin's announcement. I have something to announce. Because he was wrong, and I was right about something.
Oh, I guess I'm announcing the Agatha episode that I was right about. No one believed me.
Shut up.
Speaking of which,
Can I take this off?
Yes.
yes, I was joking. You keeping it on the whole time. Speaking of
It's
which,
squeezing my head.
Agatha review.
Yes.
Stop trying to transition for me.
I can do it pretty good.
I didn't get to say how my week's been.
In 3, 2,
How's your week
1.
been?
Sorry.
No one cares.
Moving
Speaking
on.
of all right, Agatha. Well, actually,
All right.
Well, it was actually pretty good. So,
Speaking of phenomenal, Agatha All Along.
Anyway, speaking of TV shows, Agatha All Along, episode
no
7.
one mentioned TV shows. All right.
Agatha's a TV
You messed
show.
it up!
Agatha and Penguins are TV shows.
Oh, okay.
Agatha All Along, episode 7 came out. I watched it about an hour. I think
I can do that.
I watched it late.
I watched it late. I watched it today.
Yeah, but I watched it I was like a couple hours. I was out, so
I watched it Friday.
it took me a bit. But actually, I think I was I here? No, where was I? I was somewhere where I couldn't watch it when it came out at 9. But I ended up watching it.
He
That
texted
night.
me again. Oh my god.
Best episode so far, huh?
Third time in a row.
And it's been true.
I think I'm gonna give this a 9.
Yeah.
But I can't think of
But
anything
you're
else.
spoiling for me when you text me that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because now I'm knowing that I'm going to be expecting something absolutely amazing.
That's not spoiler though. Anyway,
Hey, this thing's great. Well, thanks for spoiling it for me. So
Well, he's taking away that want to
Anyway.
get surprised by it.
anyway.
Don't you anyway me,
Agatha,
mister?
episode 7. Spoilers for episode 7 of Agatha All Along, Death's Hand in Mine.
Oh, you remember the name.
You remembered it! Holy crap! And I didn't even text it to you.
You know why I didn't remember it? Because you told me earlier, and I had that in my
It
head.
popped up on screen. I'm like, you better remember this.
Fred.
Well,
Or Hank.
Fred-
What do we name
Fred-
him? Fred or Hank?
I like Hank.
Hank. Oh,
Yeah.
Hank.
Gosh
Hank
darn it,
Fred.
Bobby.
I get it later. I don't feel like playing footsies with
He
Hank's
sells
hand.
calcium and calcium products.
Anyway,
Milk product.
Agatha episode 7. Let's get into it. We pick off with like a random shot of Lilia, I think her name is, the divination witch falling in like a black void,
Yeah, Black Void.
and then cut to Billy and Agatha on the road. They're talking or whatever. She doesn't know if the Scarlet Witch is dead. All this stuff, and then I'm trying to think if I'm just missing anything important in that scene, but I don't think I am. What?
Sorry. Sorry. Excuse us.
Do you think that's too loud?
No. I don't think I ain't gonna pick it up. Trust me.
Okay. All right. So, Agatha and Billy on the road. All that. They see the next trial, which ends up being in a castle. They go to the castle, and he's dressed as Maleficent, and she's dressed as the Wicked Witch, which you are also dressed as this episode.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
It works out perfectly.
The Wicked Wizard?
The what?
It's a wicked wizard?
Yeah.
men can't be witches.
Yeah, I know when.
I mean,
you
I
told me the
want
way-
to be.
I don't
How it
care.
works.
All
I
right.
don't know how witch stuff works. I've seen this show. They're there. It's a tarot trial. And so they're trying to do it. Swords are falling from the ceiling. Which was crazy.
I'm sorry. It just occurred to me how nasty this shower is going to be. Tonight. I'm going to just do one rinse and my whole tub's going to be green. Sorry, excuse me. Continue. It kind of just occurred to me.
Anyway, trial. Then we cut to. I'm gonna definitely get this all out of order.
What's the card game they're playing?
Tarot.
Tarot. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
tarot.
And they cut to Lilia and Jen, and they're
Walking in the tunnel.
thrown through the mud or whatever. So
Yeah.
they're underneath the road and they're walking. We're basically experiencing this episode through Lilia's point of view, the way it jumps.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you talk about it like stresses her and it's like torture to her. It's like torture to us a bit because we're like, holy crap. Okay,
What's
now,
going on?
yeah, okay, follow this. Okay, now we're on to this.
Now we're
Okay,
jumping to that.
now we're in the
And-
past. Now back in the future, middle, then the past, the future, like future, present.
And that's how she experienced her life, apparently.
It's
I
horrible.
want to say this. So you were asking me earlier what country I think she comes from. I think Lilia comes from like a kind of someone like Belgium, that area. But you can tell she came from a rich family though,
Yeah.
because I mean, who just has a pavilion just sitting in their backyard and really
Yeah.
gonna do tarot.
Well, there was a
with
castle.
grandmother.
I think she had a castle. back
Was it like a maid that was helping her?
I'm not sure. of that.
Because I wonder who that lady was. I'm
The
guessing
old lady was her grandmother.
that was her grandmother. Okay, okay.
And so this episode is Lilia's episode, my favorite character. Let me rub something in your face real quick.
Besides green paint,
Alice,
please.
don't try to save Agatha. I brought that up last week or the week before.
Yeah.
I was right.
We
I
give him snaps.
called it when it happened.
can't
I
snap
went
with
when
his
it happened.
brain on me.
I went, and I like
Hey.
I did the yeah.
Hey, did you send me that GIF? Oh yeah, by the way, and you didn't explain it because and I didn't get it till today. I was like, oh crap, yeah, he's right. So
Well,
congratulations.
Yeah, theory right.
First out of 100.
No.
Oh,
Most of the time I always get the theories right. I got the theory about the car right. When he got in a car
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh
Yes.
crap! Yeah, you did.
so 2 out of 100.
Okay. Anyway, during this trial, I'm not trying to skip ahead a bit. Basically, throughout the whole episode, it's calling back to all these moments which he'd randomly shout out something, and giving us context for it, which all end up in this moment.
Mm.
She does. She gets to the trial or whatever. They Salem 7 are after them, and basically get there. None of the tarot stuff's working. The ceiling's lowering. Swords are falling.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do, and
Well, technically, the ceiling wasn't falling.
it was lowering. I said.
Well, technically, they were lowering. Remember the tower? How she put the card and it was like an upside down tower, and then she flips it and everything goes.
That's what. That's I'm no. The ceiling was like going down.
No, they were just getting pushed towards it. Because remember, she flips
No,
the card.
no, that's not true. Because the ceiling was going down because there was a flagpole at that one point, and it hit it, and it broke the flagpole.
Well, why do you think the
You're
same
saying-
thing? The hourglass, the sand was going up.
You know what's so funny? Because it's such a dang Disney reference of both what y'all are talking about. Because in the I'm about to get off on a whole train here, so excuse me. So
All
in the
right,
Ride Haunted Mansion,
Oh,
there's a
Lord.
part in line where you get in this room, and you're standing in there, and the room looks like it's like stretching out. It's getting taller. In Florida and California, it's 2 different ways of doing this. In California, the place you're standing on lowers down, giving the illusion of the building growing higher. And in Florida, since it's like kind of above water and the water grounds are much higher, so you can't really go down unless piercing through water, it actually goes up. So it's kind of funny you are mentioning it. That's what that reminded me of.
No, like,
Cool.
well, I was just making.
Yeah,
Have you
well-
seen Oppenheimer?
No, it's kind of
Oppenheimer.
it reminded me of that. I'm like, man, I wonder if that's like a reference or something. I don't know. I'm not looking probably too deep into
Cool
it.
story.
but-
So, the tarot card, the tower. Remember, she was sitting there like, "Why is it upside down?" The upside down tarot tower.
Hmm.
And then when the Salem 7 comes, she flips it
She flips the tower upright.
upright. Therefore, they're falling to the floor, which is the sword sticking up. Actually, so technically, if you think about it, they were getting lowered from the ceiling to the actual.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. I don't know.
Floor. Oh yeah, and the other one, the death card.
Well, we'll get into that.
They already had you.
Did you just have a stroke?
Yes.
Wolverine's stressing about it.
All right. No.
Release the
Real
claws.
fast.
No. So
I hate spirals from here.
brain. Okay. So I'm gonna skip past some stuff because I'm not gonna hit every single moment. Hit the big stuff. Lilia, and Jen end up showing up. Jen is who was she? She's the witch from what's the movie? Snow White. The old lady hag witch.
Was she really?
Yeah, that's what she's supposed to be.
Okay, I didn't even like really.
Hag or whatever.
Yeah,
The one that
Technically,
turns
it's Maleficent.
The one that turns into the evil queen.
Yeah, it's technically Maleficent. It's just
No, Maleficent's not the evil queen. Those are 2 different people.
No. You're thinking about You're thinking about Snow White because
Snow
it's
White
the evil
has-
queen, and then she transforms.
No, because
into
remember from the
witch.
old school Snow White movie?
Yeah, she is. She's the evil queen, then turns into the old lady.
Yeah, and Maleficent's for Sleeping Beauty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she turns into the dragon.
Yeah, welcome to the
Why
comic
do they
book
look the
burrito where we
same?
talk about Disney princesses.
And Disney rods.
They don't look the same.
Yeah, they do. They both have the horn.
One's
No,
green.
One has a crown. The other one has a horn.
One's my
I'm
color.
thinking of from the cartoons that had the horns.
You gotta be thinking about
Loki?
freaking. You gotta be thinking about
No.
Maleficent because Maleficent had horns.
Yeah,
old school
Evil
cartoon
Queen had
movie?
the white face and like the purple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, unimportant. And then Lilia was. I thought Lilia would look like she was dressed as the Good Witch from
Yeah,
Wizard of
Glinda. I
Oz.
think that's exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
And then I mean,
That's exactly
I'll
what
talk
they
about
were
that one.
doing.
They get to do the tarot. She's like, okay, I got to do a reading on the teen. They call him teenager at one point, and she was like, man, use his government name, whatever she said.
Yeah.
And I was
Using his full name.
Teenager.
Now I gotta mention, there's a few times throughout this show that a joke is said that I just think was kind of dumb.
You roll your eyes.
Like I don't hate the content of the joke. I just hate that the way they did the joke.
It was worse than a dad joke.
And there was one in this episode where she asked, "Who's the querent?" And the querent.
He's all like, I guess you could say I'm your.
Wait. The querent or whatever, I guess, is the person who's being read. Or
yeah. The person sitting down
obviously.
there. Yeah.
he says, "Oh, I'm the querent. I'm the querent," and I'm like,
No, he says it like this. Oh, I guess you could say I'm the querent. Dad joke. Done.
it's just so cringy.
It is.
Like that could have been a way better written joke. Like it would have been funnier if Lilia called him that.
Oh, were you the
Yeah.
queer?
I guess you're the querent.
That'd be so.
No, because then someone would have like
No, I
brought
just
that
don't
up.
like it. I think it's the way it was written. I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of that joke. But
Wasn't that the second time he said something like that? What was the first? I can't remember. What
I
was
don't
the
remember the other one.
I remember it being like.
There's
It was
two
forgettable.
gay jokes in the episode. There's
Hey,
one
hey.
with Agatha, but I didn't really take it as that because I thought she was like, if you want straight answers, ask a straight lady. But I took that as like she's crooked. Like you can't trust her.
Hey, I won't make
She's
it
always
clear.
like, I like the bad boys.
Yeah.
I won't make it clear here. Just make it clear. And I don't want to sound like
We're not dissing anything.
We're not
No,
dissing
we're not
anything.
dissing nothing.
It's just a bad.
It's just bad
It's
jokes.
We
like-
just don't like cringy or like humor. It's bad.
If Penguin did the same thing, we'd point it out.
Yeah.
What was funny is that you mentioned me like, oh yeah, by the way, there's like a bad joke in this episode, and I gotta see your reaction. And as soon, I kid you not, when they're like, who's the querent? Or is that you say querent?
I think it's a
Yeah.
querent. or
Querent.
querent or something.
And querent, and then I was like, oh, she's talking to Billy, and I'm like, I know the joke. Is he gonna say what I think he's saying? And then he says it. I'm like, oh my god, I knew it. I had a feeling.
It's rough.
it's a-
Predictable, cringy humor is never funny.
Yeah, it's rough.
It takes a good
But
scene.
that's
It
fine.
takes a good scene and it just ruins
But that's
it.
fine because the rest of the episode carries it.
It makes me
Yeah, it
giggle.
does.
It does
It
make me
really
giggle. though. That's pretty.
But that was supposed to be a
she
serious
goes
scene.
to read him, and swords are still falling. Stuff's going on. Okay, we're gonna go through this. You have the traveler, the person in the middle. Then you have the destination. I think. No, well, yeah, okay. It's the destination.
That was the path. And
the path ahead, the path behind, the obstacle, the windfall, and then the destination. Oh,
Is this a conclusion?
The destination, yeah.
the destinations was death, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But there was the path ahead, the path behind, obstacle, windfall. I guess
And the traveler.
was there not a first? No, I felt like there
Because
were
so-
five
I
around.
The
was- what is
center
that
card.
conclusion?
The center card is the traveler.
Yeah.
The
Traveler.
road ahead, the road behind, the obstacle, the windfall, and the
There's someone else, and then there was
Yeah.
death.
Who said the you already mentioned the traveler?
yeah.
Oh, you already said
The
that?
That's the center card.
the sacrifice.
Sacrifice. That's
Or whatever it was,
Yeah.
where it was like it was the fire thing, and she was like, "We're for firefights bravely," or whatever. And
I thought it was a sacrifice,
Yeah,
or
and it
like
was
power, or
Alice.
something, or it's like
Yeah.
something.
Could be loss or something. I don't know, something like that.
I think it was Law. Hold up.
I don't know. It's not important.
Yeah, not
But they're laying out all these cards, and swords are falling. Like it's not working. She's going back and forth in her head or whatever. All stuff. She's jumping through time.
yeah,
and all
present, future, past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She finally figures out. She's the whole time she's like, "I've been falling" or whatever. I was falling, and she finally figures out I was falling. I am gonna fall, and she was seeing her death, and they're like, "Well, what are you gonna do with the rest of your time?" And so then she realizes she's to read for herself. So she's laying out the cards. It started with her. She was the traveler. Someone who is like the heart of the people, like a good inside voice to listen to or whatever, something like that. She went to another one, and it was something about how she needed her coven or whatever. And she's going through everything, and it's all calling back to old episodes. One with Agatha when Billy was like stabbed with the glass or whatever. Apparently, in that scene, there were like the three like twigs. They're like the swords are coming down on
Yeah.
her, but I didn't notice that until then. And then like all the tower reversed, which she saw, and all the stuff leading, and she's putting it all down, and it's all calling back to the old episodes. The Three of Pentacles was on like the thing where she wrote the names on it, and all that. And then she says, "In the destination." All this time, the ceiling's lower. Destination. Then we cut to them falling. Rio shows up, confirmed. She's Lady Death.
Yeah.
She's got the skull face,
Oh yeah.
all that, and they say Rio's death. Agatha says she likes the bad boys, which is okay. But the ceiling lowers. They finish it, and then early in the episode, she found the teens or Billy's magic book, and so when they're going through the Iron Maiden to leave. Because you agree?
Yeah. That's what I kind of look. I'm like, oh my god, I'm green.
Yeah. So they go through the Iron Maiden, and she tells Agatha, when she calls you a coward, hit the deck. That's something to keep in mind. Then she gives Teen the magic book, and he's like, "How did you do that?" And she said, "Magic." And then Jen was going to go through, and she was like, "You're the path ahead, Jennifer." And she goes through, and she grabs the thing, and she said, I love being a witch or whatever," and she shuts it. At this point, I was like, she's sacrificing herself.
Yeah.
And you
She
didn't
was the
think that
sacrifice.
until the whole flipping, like she had to let go.
Yeah, I was like, oh, because I was like, what's she going? She's just going to, I guess, like try to sacrifice herself, but maybe try to fight off the seven.
Yeah, but the seven show up, and she's saying about all the stuff, naming off all the cards, and then she says she has something that she's like the tower upright, and she flips the card, and then and like it's just
Swords sticking out.
yeah, she's grabbing onto the podium. They're falling. They get stabbed by the swords, and she just lets go and falls, gets stabbed, and then we cut to her as a little girl beginning of her journey, running up to the table and saying like, let's get on with this or whatever, and then. If I could save time in a bottle.
Her grandma's like, "Are we ready to begin?"
Yeah.
But something we learned about the Salem Seven, I don't think we talked about this, did we? Like, how we found out who they are? It turns out they're the kids of the people that Agatha killed.
This thing's sitting down. This thing's about to fall.
Were they?
Yeah, so the Salem Seven are actually the kids of the witches she killed the night she was put on,
No, I remember. Okay.
the trial for death, pretty much.
Gotcha.
When she stole all the magic, even from her mother, killing her mother.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. But that was the episode. I think this is the best written episode. This is the second best rated Marvel Disney Plus show episode of all time.
Very much so.
And
Under what? Lucky season finale?
Yeah.
2? Okay.
And which is amazing. But this is the best episode for me. Really good writing.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
And it was directed by, I guess, written as well by Jack Schaefer, who's the person who did WandaVision. So that's why it looks so nice. But yeah, I already have a rating for this. I think I'm gonna give it a 9.
Well, I'm definitely giving it a 9 easily. But like most films or anything that try to do this, where it like pieces things together, usually it doesn't really tie in that well together. And this made
Just
it
told a
work.
story, yeah.
Yeah, it actually.
And it made us understand stuff. And now this week we're gonna have to give predictions because next week is the final week. Next week is the last two episodes.
Let's do it together. So we got a big one next
8 and
week.
9.
I tease Matthew all the time for getting stuff at 9, man, but this episode fully deserves it. It is a great episode, and again, I love what y'all mentioned with the way it does with time and stuff, past, present, future, and told a story. While you could say maybe confusing, it ended up wrapping up very nicely, and it was actually a pretty beautiful tale.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't want to sound cheesy, but that's it's true.
Yeah, and
They give my favorite character
actually-
the best episode and the saddest death. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
yeah, that is the saddest death. You're all like, "Oh, Mrs. Hart." No, no.
That wasn't sad. That was
I
just
like
angry.
how she came to terms with her
So
power.
I wanted more of her.
She didn't want power. She came to term with her power and what it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. That was all around for Agatha All Along episode 7. Let's get on to the news.
Hold on, we got any little predictions real quick before?
We're gonna see the full Wiccan costume. That is my prediction.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the end, and remember, it's said that only one person can come out of the Witch's Road.
I remember in the trailer, we see Jennifer crawling out of the ground in Westview. So I think she survives.
Mm.
And she gets out somehow.
But I think there's going to be a fight between Agatha and Rio because, she wants to kill Agatha, even though they still have the hots for each other. But
Don't we all?
do you,
Well, does
do
Teen-
you think
does-
Agatha's going to sacrifice herself for Teen?
That's possible, but do you think Teen finds what he wants at the end of the road? His brother?
Yeah, I know. Do we see Tommy?
Yeah, but isn't it impossible to bring Tommy back because there's no body for him to jump into?
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah,
He says he senses him, but he just can't figure out where he is.
Yeah.
It's that twin intuition or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll find out next Wednesday. All right, news. All right, news. Joe Russo, one of the two Russo brothers, they made the Avengers movies, jokingly
Hey, like the Russo dude from the Punisher show, remember? His name was Russo?
No.
Yes.
What a strange connection.
The Karate Kid!
Joe Russo and Anthony Russo made Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, Civil War.
Punisher show?
No.
No, it ain't nothing to do with Punisher.
Joe Russo has jokingly mentioned that the Great Lakes Avengers might appear in Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars. The Great Lakes Avengers are a fun little group. They're kind of misfit heroes in the Midwest, brought together by a newspaper ad in a dream.
Nothing good comes out of the Midwest.
So, let's see.
Oh my God, Abby. Abby, just do Hey Google mute. Oh my God.
Let's restart.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So you have Big Bertha, Flatman, Doorman, and this guy's name is Good Boy.
Was Flatman created from...
He's like Mr.
Big
Fantastic,
Bertha?
except he's flat. But also there's this guy who is wasn't She-Hulk. I'm forgetting his name at the moment.
Who's that guy
Mr. Terrific, no.
Mr. Ohio?
What did they call him? Remember the guy who would like kill himself to get out of marriages?
What?
Do you remember that guy?
I remember that guy, but I cannot remember.
It's
who he is.
him.
I know who you're talking about.
It was him.
He would what now?
This guy,
So he would like marry these women,
Mr.
And
Immortal.
then-
His name was Mr. Immortal.
and when he was done with them, he just killed himself.
Yeah, he was immortal, so he couldn't die. So he would just like fake his death to get out of marriages. You need to watch She-Hulk. It's funny, but some of the episodes are really funny. That
It's
was a
like a
good
half
How much
good and a
child
half
support does he owe?
one. None. I think that was the point.
Because technically he's dead.
Yeah, so like you don't
Here's
owe
a
anything.
Chad.
Um, But yeah, so apparently, Joe Russo's jokingly mentioned that they may appear in Avengers Doomsday or Secret
Quick
Wars.
question. Did Big Bertha sit on Flatman? Is that why he's flat?
No, I don't know. Oh, he's flat. I don't read the book.
fat phobic? Like what?
No!
I'm sitting right here.
Are you
fat too!
Do you consider yourself a Spider-Man fan?
Occasionally.
Okay. Well, Spider-Man 4 has been
your name's Spider
confirmed.
Landon.
Spider-Man 4 has been confirmed by Tom Holland and is coming out July 24th, 2020, not 2025, 2026, I believe.
I thought you were going to say 2029.
It's 2026. It's a month after Supergirl.
So we're in for a treat. We have
Sure.
Supergirl. I think Ninja Turtles comes out 2026.
So does Batman.
So does Batman. So does this. So we are in for a treat. Big treat.
But there's that. Sorry to just go straight into bad news. Blade has been delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, I sent you something on that.
Yeah, I saw it before you sent me though. I'm on top of that news. Marvel has talked with Mahershala Ali, the actor. He's still fine with the delays. He's still excited to do the role. And they're poorly in talks with the director right now. There's a reason for this delay that's not because they're not getting a script or whatever. Yeah, but I'll get into that shortly.
Okay.
But, yeah, so just mentioning that. This is interesting. We can speculate on this. Marvel Studios has dated 3 new films to release on February 18th, 2028, May 5th, 2028, and November 10th, 2028.
3 movies in 1 year.
And this is after Secret Wars.
So this is like a new phase, brand new start.
What could the first three projects of that be? I
Um,
have one guess for one of them.
okay.
I think
So
one might be Blade, but
I know Spider-Man takes place between. It's like the first film after Doomsday.
yeah.
That's what I heard. Okay, so it's not Spider-Man. Um, I'm trying to think of everything. So do you think it's new projects or do you think it's like sequels? Oh, X-Men.
Yeah.
I was like, where's he going with it?
That
So
one was definitely X-Men.
this early?
After Secret Wars? That's the mutant
When
side.
when does
After Secret Wars is the
when does
mutant.
Secret Wars come out?
2027, maybe 2027.
Okay, I can maybe see X-Men being in the November 10th.
X-Men is the next phase is the mutant
Well,
saga.
I know I am aware of that.
Or next saga.
Well, I just didn't think that early. I thought the first three films would be something get you more gradually into it than full on X-Men. But with X-Men 97 being as popular as it is, and it was easily so. What about the other two? You think these are sequels, new
I don't have
films?
any guesses for those, but I had the guess for that one.
So Fantastic Four comes out 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe a sequel with those is possible.
Maybe.
It takes place after Secret Wars to be in present day
Mhm.
and a new timeline, so that could be interesting to go along with.
Could be an Iron Man movie.
Yeah, it could be a new Iron Man, or heck, does War Machine have a release date, or is that still
We'll talk about that later.
okay?
There's a War Machine movie coming out?
Oh boy.
Was? Don't tell me there was a was. You oh okay.
Was?
Dude, I didn't hear about this. Don't tell me.
Wait, they got canceled?
Stop trying to go ahead and stuff, okay?
Okay, well, I'll Inhumans. I don't see Inhumans. I don't know. If you had to just take a guess, I'll stick with your word. I'll stick with your word on that of X Men on November. I'm gonna say it's the last one though.
I think it's
November
May.
10th. You think X Men's gonna be May?
Big event movie.
The summer movie, but
That's the when they put they put Avengers movies in
they
May.
do.
Thunderbolts is going to May. Which is like an ensemble
I
movie.
guess that makes sense. Okay, you know what? Okay, so X Men in May. I'm gonna say a sequel film in both February and November. But I don't know. I don't know what those
Or
would be.
Blade. In November.
Yeah, Blade maybe.
Well, we'll get into it because the news as we go on is going to add to this.
Let's go add to this, so maybe we can figure it out as we go. All right.
Next up, according to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios is reportedly fast-tracking the Midnight Suns film with a director search currently underway. Adding on to this, according to Alex in the Cosmic Circus, Blade isn't moving forward because its story doesn't fit into the multiverse saga. The same goes for Armor Wars and Nova. They aren't canceled, just delayed to focus on multiverse
Okay,
stories.
so they're not. Okay. Armor Wars is the War Machine movie, by the way.
Okay.
Originally a show turned into a movie. I honestly, I kid you not, I think Armor Wars just needs to turn into West Coast Avengers movie.
Or Great Lakes Avengers TV show sitcom.
That actually would probably be better. I need a War Machine movie though. I need something with Rhodey because that'd be awesome.
Yeah. But so
Gotcha.
there's that. They're not canceled, just delayed. We got a little bit more news down here with that. What that has to do with that,
Okay.
so we can get more into it. Reports are saying that Fantastic Four's production is going very well, and it is ahead of schedule. There was a rumor that saying that it would be delayed. I don't know, but
Yeah. Which I'll be honest. I get delays are upsetting, but I'm all for delays. You know, at the end of the day, it's nothing but good news. I guess besides consumer, but only bad news is you just got to wait a little longer. You know, for perfection. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, trying to be done. Um, I just hope they do take their time with it. Fantastic Four is very important, I think, especially for Multiverse Saga as well as the future of the MCU.
Yeah.
So I think they should take their time, even if they are ahead of schedule. Take your time with it.
I agree. Alrighty. According to the Cosmic Circus, sorry, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has been delayed to 2025. It was going to be this year.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. I guess animation's
Isn't
not
What
done.
If
I don't know.
just come out this year?
I don't know. I don't know if we're getting anything. This was supposed to be this year, but now it's not. So I guess we're not getting anything else this year.
All
It's
right.
just Creature Commandos the end of the year for
So
DC.
DC's taking over December then. All right.
Now the way Creature Commandos happens to come out right before a week or two before we do our holiday break. the way we're gonna have to do this is we're gonna film. We're still gonna review the show,
Mhm.
but we're gonna do it. Could do it over Zoom, but I don't know. Because we used to do stuff over Zoom.
And I get to be on the podcast.
And then we'll just do it like a quick 15-minute review and post it. So we're not gonna do a whole podcast episode, just the review of the show. But we'll have to talk about that later. Because that's also a week, like the week after. Exactly a week after our the Game Awards live stream. So we're ending the year with that.
Yeah.
Which you'll be here for that. We'll invite you, have snacks and stuff.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. We have like pizza and wings, and we chill out and
watch the Game Awards show and see new games revealed and fun stuff.
It's fun.
Barry McCreary was there last year. It's awesome. All right.
He won't be there this year, probably.
You know what?
I hope he's there again. I love Barry McCreary.
Anyway,
Barry McCreary.
but your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, the animated show, delayed. I know you haven't seen anything from that, but you'll see it eventually.
It looked pretty cool.
It looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
Pull something up for me real quick.
What? Okay.
You watch the computer freak out.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Neighborhood.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
My favorite version of Spider-Man is actually Spooderman.
So this is let me find a good picture. Should I go on Twitter?
I'll probably be the better.
I gotta know.
You're friendly?
Are we gonna talk about that anytime soon?
No. I think you do not understand what we do on this show still. Okay, that's part of the show.
Hang on.
Ronaldo?
Let's just do media. Oh, there. Yeah.
So it's this this is a GIF. I don't know what this is. It's not the show.
Hey.
Okay, it's a cute little animated show. It looks like an old school comic book, and it's animated like a comic book.
Yeah, kind of imagine like Spider-Verse, but like 2D with 3D. I don't know. Imagine like Spider-Verse. I guess that's really
there's a bunch
the
of the
best
characters.
way to kind of put it.
Like the old comic book where
And
you
it's
see all the
Spider-Man's
Spider-Mans
origin.
pointing to each other like that.
Yeah, kind of.
It's Spider-Man's origin, and the theme song is awesome.
It's a remix of like the '60s, or like I guess the Spider-Man theme. I mean, you know that like Spider-Man. Yeah, that's what
Does
it's
whatever
that.
a spider.
Yeah, but like it's like a remix of it. It's pretty cool.
I was trying to find.
Like that little leak.
Yeah, but I doubt
wanna see
it's
that
up
one movie.
anymore.
Spider-Man.
What?
Nothing, that meme I sent during
Oh yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I doubt it's up anymore. But yeah, it's a show comes out next year. Okay. Apparently, in August, Henry Cavill had a meeting with Marvel Studios about taking on a major role in the MCU.
Captain Britain.
Nah, everyone wants that.
Okay.
I don't.
What do you want him as?
I don't know, it's just not Britain. I don't like the British. Because I'm American.
Well, they don't like you
Go get your
either.
third meal of beans for dinner. Well, that's British. Crap.
I don't eat food like the Germans are still flying overhead. That's how they eat.
Okay, you remember the Spider Noir not set photos, the show we told you about Nicolas Cage playing Spider-Man Noir?
Yeah.
Well, we got set photos. And I'm gonna
After you close Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should just leave Twitter open at this point.
Honestly, you should.
We got set photo.
It's like Hooper.
Mid.
Mid as can be.
I forgot.
Mid. Boy dinner.
Okay.
Why is that there? Why do you have a picture of Shaq?
It's a funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
hiding it.
Go up.
This is a set video that we got officially showing Nicholas. I don't assume it's not Nicolas Cage. I assume it's a stunt double, but his character with his costume on, filming a fight scene. Apparently, in the first episode, he fights Sandman. So we'll see that. But this is.
We're in for a treat.
Ooh.
And he does the. Yeah. I hope it's black and white. It's also a giant green screen, which is interesting.
Are those actual like 20s and 30s vehicles?
Looks like them.
Now, I want to ask this question too. Is this the same noir guy
No,
from? It's not okay.
definitely not. But yeah, there's a little set video of Spider-Man Noir.
Says
Oh,
better not wreck one of those vehicles
do you
because
have
those are trophies.
do you have the mention that it's coming to MGM Plus?
Yeah, it's going to MGM Plus.
Before
Right before Prime
Why
Video.
did you exit out of Twitter again?
I don't know.
He knows we don't need it.
He's fighting Sandman. Let's just see what Sandman looks like. You know the officer in the Joker that made him stop being the Joker.
Yeah.
The large, he's playing the villain of the show,
Yeah,
who
and
is the monster, is what they're calling him.
which
As soon as
my
Green Goblin. This show, okay, Amazon Prime track record for making good superhero content. The Boys,
Invincible.
Invincible, other good shows. Doing this
Mhm.
looks good. Set photos could be bad. I hope it's black and white. It needs to be.
I think it's gonna be black and white. The color palette and the way the colors look on the buildings and stuff is good for black and white,
Yeah. So
which we should
I'm,
probably
I'm
keep
excited.
an
If they're
eye on.
filming now, I assume this will be out next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So there's that. According to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios is reportedly pausing all projects to fast track the end of the multiverse saga. Only Spider-Man 4 and a mystery film will be released before the next Avengers movies. So a mystery movie before the Doomsday, and then Spider-Man before Secret Wars. Everything else is on hold until after Secret Wars. So we are near the end. We'll have 2 movies next year. For Spider-Man, no, 2026. No, next year is Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and all that. And then 2026, Doomsday, Spider-Man. 2027, Secret Wars, mystery or mystery film Secret Wars, however it's gonna go. And then yeah, so that's what they're doing.
I am. It's just me. Am I wrong on this? It feels like this fate or this saga has gone by quicker
Yeah,
than
it has because it's not been 10 years.
It hasn't been 10 years. Oh yeah, it hasn't been 10 years. Has it? All right. So I forgot that did take place over 10 years,
Yeah.
or just about. Yeah.
They fumbled really bad throughout a lot of it, so it's just good. Just get it over with. Let's move on.
How's the first half?
Not gonna lie. But there you go. Everything else is on hold. Also, according to Dan RPK, discussions are currently taking place regarding the revival of the '90s Spider-Man animated series.
I grew up on this, Matt. I don't know if you ever watched the '90s Spider-Man show.
They set this
Pull
up
up a picture of it.
technically.
I might wreck
They
it.
set this up technically with X-Men '97, which he still hasn't watched.
One of the coolest Spider-Man intros, by the way, with the freaking guitar player from Aerosmith doing the. I kid you not. It is. It's cool. It's a really cool show, and all the designs are cool. Oh, the new animated series.
No.
And you want to just play the intro for them?
I don't know if I can. Because my internet. No, not internet, because my computer.
It's very '90s. Sometimes when Spider-Man swings, all the buildings around him are like old 3D models on like a '90s computer, and he's like still like 2D animated.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the intro, but I know what you're talking about.
But it was my show back in the day, and very important show too, because the way we all see these characters nowadays, or how these stories go, he's gonna have the intro is based off this show.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't know with how the symbiote saga is with Peter being like aggressive and mean is from this show, not in the comics. In the comics, it's just the suit was taking him out for joyrides at night.
New poster for the Penguin.
Yeah, I noticed that the new thumbnail is like that now. But very important show. Christopher Daniel Barnes even commented on this. I don't know if you saw that. The guy who voices Spider-Man, Peter Parker. He's like, hey, dude, I'm down. If they call me, I'm down. So he's up for it. I say, why not?
Yeah.
I say, let's do it.
There you go. And finally, end off with this. Marvel Animation has started developing a new CGI animated series set in the MCU. This will be scheduled to be released after What If Season 3 and the Eyes of Wakanda show.
I forgot that show's coming out. Eyes of
Eventually.
Wakanda show.
Next year at some point. So yeah, not much there, but that is the end of the Marvel news. And I guess with that we can hit a commercial. You can make it green.
Yeah, I'm gonna have need you to do the honors, Matt.
I've never done it. Let me do it. You
Okay.
did it the first time you were on here.
Too late. I have the controller.
I've never done it.
Pass it or else I'll punch you through a wall. All right. I don't think
Oh.
we can we do that.
What?
I just pressed the
Like
volume
just a
button.
bunch of dark green.
Just press the channel or volume button.
I guess commercial time.
Mr. Freeze and the Penguin are taking over the new Lego Batcave. You can take control, arm the weapon tower, launch the net, stop the henchmen, and put Mr. Freeze on ice. It's up to you to reclaim the Batcave. You control the action. With the new Lego Batman collection.
Okay, we're back. I don't know what that was. Okay. Get that away from me. So, Penguin.
Penguins.
We're gonna review 2 episodes here real quick. 5. Episode 5 titled Homecoming, I think.
Yeah.
We are fresh off of the whole Sophia episode.
Yeah.
On to this one. Maroney's about that. First thing that happens, they burn the car.
Yes.
Then they go after Taj Maroney, which is Sal Maroney's son. They kidnap him. Vic gets a punch in on him.
Just so they can get the mushrooms back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do that. And then Oz meets Maroney's in prison. They have the whole thing. They set up a meeting with the wife. And then let's see, Vic is helping out Oz's mom. She's having her moments or whatever.
Yeah.
They eventually end up, Sophia is getting ready to take over the family. And she changes the family name to her mother's name, which was Gigante. So now she's Sophia Gigante, and that's the family. And we also see that she has Johnny Vitti locked up in the basement. And before this, when the cops are at the place, at the mansion, we get a cameo from Chief Bach. Police Chief Bach.
Hey. I know it's not him, but I don't care.
The guy from The Batman, who's also on comic Twitter. Yeah. It's like, if you hear anything, give us a call. He's like something like that.
Brody,
Sounds like he smokes about 30 packs of Marlboro
Brody and a
Heavies.
cough drop.
He smokes about.
I don't want to say none of the means though. Voice
He
actors.
smokes about as much as Sophia does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now he
what's-
smokes twice as much filterless cigarettes.
I don't know. Is that? I don't make fun of the actor. Is that like that was
straight
real
up
voice
don't
actor?
like this.
Is that? Oh well.
I think so.
Well, you know.
You know, Sophia,
He has
give us a
beautiful
call. Give us a
I
call.
like his
Sophia.
voice.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't like we're making fun of him.
Yeah,
dude.
no.
He's a cool voice.
Yeah, he's cool.
So he shows up. You get the whole thing. He's kind of confusing Sophia. He's like, so weird. Most prominent crime family in Gotham wiped out by a gas leak. But he's kind of questioning all that. I just get the whole thing with Johnny Vitti. He talks his way out of it because she was torturing him and all that. She ends up shooting him in the head.
As he's like trying to talk to the rest of the guys, just straight up. Boom!
Right in front of everyone. The whole.
And we all clapped.
Bros, yeah, we literally got up,
You stood-
gave
you
a
stand
standing
ovation.
ovation.
You got up and gave a standing
I did too.
I didn't.
Well, all of us. Well, I guess
Well,
we don't like. The
I did it when I
standing
watched
ovations.
it. I jumped out of my seat and went across
But
the room
no,
and came
I
back.
like how she tosses the money onto the table, pours it out. It gets all up in the blood. I guess you could say it's blood money.
So, and then after... after he kills him, we get the Gigantes or whatever.
I'm a gigante now.
Penguin earlier in the episode went to one of the officers in Blackgate and said 11 o'clock red jacket, and bribed him with something. Find out later it was, I don't know what the red jacket thing had to do with it. I guess it means like as a code for kill him or whatever.
Yeah, it's a kill code.
Yeah. Officer goes in there and says, this is from Oz. And he stabs Maroney. Maroney's a huge guy. So he overpowered him, stole his keys, broke out.
Yeah.
Still gut wound though.
Yeah. And so now Oz is going to bring the Maroney's kid to the wife, and they have him drenched in gasoline. Only you're meant to think it's water because it's raining.
Yeah.
They have him drenched in gasoline. They're sitting there. He's like, I want the mushrooms. They look at him. They're getting ready to take the truck. She's like, no. He sends the kid over there. He's like, go to mama or whatever. And then gunners come out. They take them out. And Oz flips the lighter open and drops it. Lights the gas. Burns both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know why she didn't just let go.
Well, the gas already got.
Well, I guess when I couldn't imagine as like a parent or like a.
How did she not smell the gasoline though?
Yeah, true.
This episode gets a 7 now.
No.
Now you brought that up. I'm not just a parent. You say like, oh, I just like it, but as a parent, you're all like, you want to help your child and stuff, so you're holding on to them like, that's, I'm right here. You're with them. So
yeah. So they die, and then we got Penguin.
Watches them burn alive.
Yeah, and he smiles.
Yeah.
Penguin rides out with the guy.
Barbecue.
Rides out with the guy out. They check the mushrooms. They're dried up. They're only 2 buckets. He said, "Can I start an empire with 2 buckets?" Is what he says.
Take months to refill.
Yeah. And he gets a phone call. He answers it. He says, "Hey, Mikey, how's it going?" or whatever. And it was Sal.
Yeah.
And he broke out. And he says, "You are cooked." And Penguin says, "Cooked, huh?" He says, "Why don't you call your wife?" See if she answers. And I'm like, that's great.
Yeah, he's broken his wife and son. And
And so he finds that
out. That was a close casket funeral.
So then he calls Vic and tells him get his mom, go somewhere where they'll be safe, and she takes him to Crown Point. He takes her to Crown Point. There he sees Squid, which was the guy he knew from earlier in the show. He tries to stay away from him. Takes him into his old friend's apartment. Power out. Nothing works.
Outage everywhere.
No power in Crown Point at all.
Yeah. Oz eventually shows up there, and he lays with his mom. His mom's upset with him about everything. She was like, what kind of man can't take care of his own mother and all this stuff. And she's mad because in Crown Point is where her sons died. And so you have that whole thing going on there. Penguin goes to show Vic the trolley system that's in the town. Underneath the town's abandoned. And in there, they decide to take it their base of operations. And that's where that episode ends. I thought this was a pretty good episode.
Yeah. Pretty decent follow-up after the last one.
Yeah.
I remember saying this episode was better.
I like the story.
I don't know if I say it was better than the previous one, but it was, again, when I say previous it was better, I don't mean this one was like bad or anything. This episode was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, loved it.
Had us like standing up, cheering, going, "Oh my God, what? No, what?" And which works. And of course, when it ended, we're like, "Oh, thank God, the new one's out." So that way we can keep going.
Did you mention that about what Vic does to Squid?
That's in the next episode.
Yeah. What about the comment? Is that next episode as well with Penguin? He gets mad at Vic because Vic's telling his mom like, "Oh, Jackie went to go pay the power."
Next episode.
This next episode. Okay. I mean, we watched them both together, and it feels like it's like merged in like one giant episode.
It was amazing.
So that's episode 5. I'd rate episode 5 a
I'd say solid 8.
There was a gnat.
He clapped when I said that, so
it was a gnat.
It must be an 8. Solid 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Yeah, that's not giving it.
All right, yeah, it's be better than me. All right.
Episode 6, titled Titled, what's episode 6 titled?
I don't know.
Figure it out. Someone look it up for me. While I fix this issue that just popped up. Matt, look up what episode 6 of Penguin's titled.
The next one's Top Hat. So,
all right, I'm looking it up.
because I'm not too sure
6.
Hmm.
You're not gonna tell me?
What? So I ask for a question you don't answer? Because I'm not too sure what it is either. Oh, do I actually have my phone on me? I think I do. I can't grab it because of my features.
It's either Homecoming or oh, I know it is. It's Gold Summit.
That's it. I'm just going to
Um,
take your word on it.
yeah. So this episode, they're in Crown Point. This is still fresh, but I gotta like remember it.
Well, months.
Yeah.
First off,
This is yeah,
months have passed.
Big-
Google, absolutely worthless.
yeah, big time jump. And it's snowy in Gotham now, setting up the Batman 2 to be snowy.
Mhm.
So you got that, which is really cool. Big time jump. The operation with Bliss is crazy. They have a bunch of people. They got delivery drivers riding out. Sal and I missed this in the last episode, in the last review part, but Sal and Sophia have a team up. They're an alliance now. The Maronis and the Gigantes are teamed up to take out Pinger.
You know who else has an alliance with Sophia?
God, she's so bad.
That crazy psychiatrist.
Dude, he earned it.
Yeah, he has a little bit of recreational time in.
Yeah,
This
Landon
episode.
literally sat there. He's like, no!
Threw my wallet across the room.
He's like, why can't it be
That's
me?
exactly what happened.
Why can nothing good ever happen to me?
But
Truck's broken. I got
like,
green skin.
what is up with him?
They are oddly focusing on this dude
Yeah,
a
they are.
lot.
Is he gonna be
Granted,
scared?
Vic ain't like really anyone. Like I'd be I'm not gonna pull out this rumor because it's obviously not. Vic is not Robin or anything like that. If that ends up being the case somehow, you talk about the biggest bombshell ever.
Well, this Robin's killed a guy.
It's so weird because he has so many traits of Robin though, of like a bunch of different Robins in one thing of like his origin. You know how does this guy meet Penguin? Oh, he's stealing the wheels
Yeah.
off his car the same way Jason Todd stealing the wheels off the Batmobile. You know, it's kind of like what a strange choice to do that. You know,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna go into that theory. I don't think that's gonna happen, but. I mean, let's say it did. Would y'all be down for it, or you wouldn't like it?
No.
Okay.
Not really. But I mean, I guess they did that just because it's a city. I mean, you go into Chicago and immediately, boom, your wheel's gone after an hour.
It's probably true.
That is true.
No, actually, it is true. Besides
he
Ontario,
knows it's happened.
no, besides Ontario, which every 6 minutes a car gets stolen in Ontario, Canada.
You could be like
It-
Seth Rogen and say it's part of the culture.
No.
That's what he said. He's like, dude, I've had my window smashed. I've had my window smashed in 8 times. Like part of the culture. I'm like, dude, you're dumb. What was I gonna say?
But
Yeah, but it's just strangely focusing on this guy a lot. Not that I'm against it. There's something about him, you know.
Yeah.
so this episode, they're looking for Oz. They're tracking his delivery drivers. They're trying to find someone he cares about to take out. Something happens to where they need to get the Triad on board to be able to sell Bliss more places. It's new stuff or whatever they got. And so they tried to contact Triads. And I think they end up doing it later. They talk to him and they get him on board with the beer and all that. Oz does. He's got this cool outfit now. He's got this like little
Well, we didn't
coat and fur.
explicitly mention what Vic does.
Well, we haven't got to that part.
I thought that happened before.
No.
No, it happens after.
Well, it happens before the beer, but I'm kind of skipping ahead.
Yeah, he has the fur coat. He has a little, I guess that little thing under like a suit or something with like the vest and the white.
Yeah.
So he's close to being like a penguin. Look.
Yeah, next episode's top hat. This whole episode, my whole theory is that Oz's mom gonna die. I'm like terrified of how it's gonna happen. This whole episode's a lot of really good scenes with them. It's really sad stuff. She gets, I guess, stuck in the bathtub. Something
Overnight.
happens. Yeah, overnight. in, like,
Without any
freezing cold
heating
water.
in the apartment.
So it's just cold water.
Yeah, and she was just
freezing.
stuck in there. And you had that whole scene, and she was like, "Oz, you need to kill me with my all the stuff," and it got that. It was sad.
If my mind goes before my body.
Yeah.
And, you know, telling her some days just like, nah, you know, I want to do this. She's like, please, you got to. And
He's like, you're not a dog.
he's just like, you know, he's like, you know, you're a person, you're human. And he's just like, all right, I do it. He puts makeup
I
on it, makes it look
I
very
understand
nice,
where she's
gives him
coming
the
from.
necklace.
I understand where she's coming from. I mean, I would want somebody to do the same for me.
Yeah. It.
I'll just expand.
I don't want to be a vegetable.
What a way to go out.
my handsome, strong boy.
He's talking to me.
Oswald.
Oswald.
It was so terrible. It like made me like shed a tear a bit. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
you know, she's like stuck in this tub, you know.
And Vic wasn't there to watch. Vic was out.
Yeah.
And
Which
right
I thought
before,
it was gonna
it's
be a thing.
very relatable for me because my grandma really just fell earlier this week and I had to help her get up. And it's happened multiple times. So I understand where he is.
Yeah. And Vic was supposed to be there watching. He was out doing a delivery or getting gas or something. I don't know. I guess his bike.
Which Oz doesn't bring up like, why weren't you here?
Yeah.
That never was brought up.
He was walking back, and Squid meets him, and he's talking to him about, hey, I want in with this thing that you got going on or whatever. You got your new shoes and all that. I want in. Talk to your people.
Yeah, I saw you walk in with that older lady.
You just want to go pay him a visit, and the whole thing. He said, and he eventually meets him and gives him money. He says, I need you to just be quiet about this, be calm. He throws out the money, and he's like, I want you to take me to him, or whatever, take me to your boss. All the stuff going on.
Or else I'll go with like the Falcon, or not Falcon, the Maroney, and
And
make
Vic shoots him in the neck.
Oh yeah.
Right here, actually, directly right here, nicks the trachea, hits the carotid artery, and he basically drowns and suffocates in his own blood.
But he died. Vic's first kill. He's upset about that. Penguin tells him, don't worry, it gets better.
He says it gets easier.
Yeah, easier. Yeah.
It get better.
It gets
That's
better.
how good it's better, huh? It gets faster.
Way more fun when you start really killing people, Vic.
But you get that.
Get a hammer.
They're in Oz's apartment. They're looking for anything to find someone. They talk about his brothers for a minute. They find out about the girl, Eve, I think her name is, that he's with. They find her. Sophia does. She doesn't do anything to her. But she rats Oz out. Says they're at Crown Point. Oz, at this point, also is trying to get power restored by a councilman to Crown Point, so his mom can have all kinds of stuff or whatever. Her condition's getting worse, obviously.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Like the doctors don't even know what she has now.
Yeah. So you got that. Trying to think if I'm missing anything here. I think I am. And moving at the end, power's restored. Vic and Oz's mom are dancing. Now this scene was so intense. Vic and Oz's mom were dancing, and you hear the door shut. Vic looks in there, but he assumes it's Oz.
Yeah.
They're dancing, not loud music. The scene, we're sitting here like, who just walked in this apartment?
We're all saying like, obviously it's not Oz, because Oz would be all like, Mom, Vic,
Yeah.
Vic.
And so you have that, and we're sitting here, and they're just dancing, and it's showing.
It's zooming out.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be her in the chair.
Yeah, and we kept it's like someone's gonna be like behind the corner. Oh no, he'd be in the chair.
Yeah. And no one's there, and then it finally goes to there's someone standing in the doorway.
Because they did hear the door open.
Yeah, and someone's standing in the hallway, and it's Sophia with a crowbar. And that's the episode ends. And yeah, wow. I think this.
What the hell is happening?
I don't want to wait. I'm about to just hibernate till next Sunday.
Hibernate the next 2 Sundays. At least get that finale in too while you're at it.
Plus 2 episodes of Agatha.
Screw it. Oh, yeah, that's Wednesday. Man, next week we are packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an 8 for me. This episode.
This is a 9 for me.
Exactly, a 9.
This is a 9.
A 9.
This episode was good.
It was amazing. It had a
8.
shouting.
Actually, I do 8.5.
It had me and him shouting no at the end.
No. Yeah. I don't remember the last time a show getting this much reaction. I mean, since Breaking Bad, and that show is like a 10 out of 10 for me.
I need to watch that.
That's like, you talking about good.
My dad wants Walter White's car, the Aztec.
He wants like, has your dad watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Like, all of it?
Yeah. I'm the only one who
Has he
hasn't.
seen Better Call Saul?
More than likely so. Oh, and he's watched El Camino.
Oh, that movie's good too. Anyways, watch all that. As the point I'm saying is, that I don't know, a lot of good stuff in this episode, and
Yes.
it got most emotional out of me, and that ending is like, oh my god, I need to know what happens.
Yeah.
I need.
We tried to watch the sneak peek of the next episode and mid-season trailers to get any kind of inkling. The courthouse scene hasn't happened yet, which I'm wondering. who's in the court, and then will Harvey Dent show up, and will Sal come in
I
and
know
burn
you-
his face off?
Because your current idea you have right now is it's Vic going to be in the courtroom because they're going to find out that body, and then Vic's going to be somehow.
Yeah, and Penguin's gonna be scared because like Vic's gonna rat me out.
Yeah.
And then maybe Harvey Dent's the DA there, and
Ronnie.
and Maroney, who in the comics is the guy who splashes the acid in Two-Face and turns one face to Two-Face.
I thought it was one of Maroney's guys.
No,
In the comics, it's sometimes different. Sometimes it's Maroney, and sometimes it's this guys. But
loves this Joker.
Maroney just so happens to now be out of prison, and
Well, he's on the run.
yeah, but also Vic's going to into court, and we know from a newspaper that was shown off before the show came out that there's a new DA in Gotham. Things are adding up.
Yep.
And plus they said we'll know who the villain of the Batman 2 is soon. It could be the Scarecrow guy, or could be
DA.
Harvey Dent maybe, or both.
I really wonder if we'll get an answer of where Batman has been. Maybe we'll see it in the
Maybe
Batman
he's
Part
been with
2.
the League of Shadows.
Well, we just know he's
Definitely.
missing, or
Yeah.
or he's not been around for a minute. I'm surprised they haven't made a comment about that. Like you think
They don't
will.
care. They don't care about that.
Well, I know they don't care about it, but I'm surprised they haven't comments like, yeah, that bat hasn't been around. At least like one comment about it. You know, I just found
Well,
that
you
kinda-
heard it in a previous episode over the news.
Yeah, they said it in the first episode.
Oh, did they? Okay, I can't
They
remember.
were like,
Well,
well, the
in
vigilante
recent-
Batman.
He's been missing for 2 weeks now. No sightings, no nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, they said that. Okay, I can remember. All right, well,
Yeah.
never mind. God, all these freaking green flakes.
But there you go. So reviews,
Let's
very
write this
good,
down.
very good. Cannot wait.
My
We are
God.
officially the longest away that will be from a new Penguin episode right now. 7 days.
Yeah, and
Um,
it sucks.
Yeah, just gotta deal with it. Here we
Oh,
go.
never thought about that.
DC news. James Gunn has mentioned something about DCU canon. So this kind of explains. We don't really get how that works, right? But this we kind of get a little something here. Particularly, he said this. So, because we don't know what's canon and what's not. The Suicide Squad entire movie and Peacemaker 1 season 1, he's already said is not canon. But some of the characters are moving over, and some of the same storylines are moving over. So it's confusing. He says this: there are references to things that happened in the past. Those references then become canon in the DCU because we mentioned them. So we're gonna have to keep a list.
Yeah. So it's like a comic book.
Yeah.
It's like a new comic
New
book.
52.
It's new 52, pretty much.
But yeah, he said that last week at the NYCC panel.
This is very normal for comic books, Matt, by the way. I just want to let you know. Now, I do want to...
No, Twitter told me it was too confusing that James Gunn's a fraud or something.
I was told that his still going to be a failure, even though it was the biggest line at New York Comic Con. Now, I do want to bring up, just making sure I ain't forgetting nothing here. I guess we'll, you're, never mind, forget what I was going to say. I was going to say, we'll keep checking the list.
Yeah.
We'll get a list
All
together.
right. I think once the DCU starts, actually,
Green coming off.
Once the DC
I'm calm.
once the DCU starts,
Start talking about James
we
Gunn.
should start our reaction videos that we wanted to do, or like watch parties, and we all need to get like a notepad and just write some stuff down, write some notes,
Mhm.
keep notes.
You can't give me a piece of pen and paper. I'm gonna.
No, you're gonna write notes, write something that you found. Stop messing with it.
Sorry, I'm calm. I'm talking about James Gunn's DCU.
That's fine. You're flaking because of it.
I'm flaking.
All right.
That
we
weird
talked about
nerdy
we
kid.
talked last week about
Flaking
the
to it.
Vigilante and Eagle.
flaking.
We talked last week about the Vigilante and Eagle comic that was supposedly the first DCU. Excuse me.
Ooh.
Well, I had a mac and cheese portable on the way. Never mind. That was a Dr. Phil joke. Have you seen every time he like burps in the
We'll be
middle
right
of
back.
talking, he's like, "Sorry, I had a mac and cheese portable in the car on the way over."
Mac and cheese portable?
Yeah, those little like cups of mac and cheese.
A little cup. I was like, that's a mac and cheese portable.
Anyway, he's debunked. The Vigilante and Eagle comic is not canon. The person that wrote the tweet, he said, was one of his assistants. Said he had to write a tweet while he was out at the convention. He said, and they got it wrong. It is not canon.
Okay.
So that sucks. But oh well. Let's talk something here.
You spent $25 on that. You're definitely gonna show it off.
Bro giving us a strip tease.
Oh yes, please.
Oh yeah.
Man, what a reveal.
Stand up, show it
Oh
off.
no, they can see it right here. Look at that. the goats. DC Studios, Creature
What's
Commandos.
me?
There's like
G.I.
4 on
Robot.
here that's you. This Weasel.
Frankenstein,
I was
G.I.
gonna-
Robot,
Dr. Phosphorus.
Rick Flat, freaking everyone besides the 2 ladies. That's all you.
But Benjamin Byron Davis, Dutch from Red Dead Redemption 2. We were wondering who he'd voice. He's confirmed to be voicing Rupert Thorne, who is the guy who turns Dr. Phosphorus into Dr. Phosphorus. He's a Batman villain. And there you go. It's the second Batman villain we have in this. Or third, technically.
Give me your best Tahiti.
Tahiti. I don't know.
I have a plan, Arthur.
Arthur, I have a plan.
Just need.
We just need a little money. One more train. One last job.
One last score, Arthur.
Come on,
have
Dutch.
some faith. Come on, Dutch.
I'm broke.
They've been saying that for 3 years now.
He's a rat.
Is that what we're doing next Halloween? Just Red Dead Redemption?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be Arthur. You can be John.
I'll be Pearson.
I thought you'd be.
You'll be Person.
I thought you'd be Dutch, Arthur, and I'd be John.
Well, he does a good Dutch impression.
Okay, you're Dutch then.
Anyway,
Chucky Dutch.
anyway, Rupert Thorne in Creature Commandos.
He's definitely Micah though. Tell myself that.
You ever say that again, and I promise you.
Anyway, Creature Commandos. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Rupert Thorne. There you go.
Calm down.
So we know he's voicing. We also know one of the guys is voicing Nina Mazursky's dad. One of the people that was on the list. James Gunn also described the Creature Commandos a little bit by saying this. This is kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, but with the sentimentality toned down. The characters aren't all perfect, and the stories aren't perfect, and characters die, and it's not always for a purpose. Sometimes it's just a tragic circumstance. It's a dark story in many ways, but I hope an equally invigorating one.
This brought the idea of who is going to die.
We talked about this last week.
Did we? Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But I thought that was
Ignore that
interesting.
question then.
Let's talk Superman.
Oh, I will definitely be talking Superman.
There was a toy leak. Spoilers, possibly for Superman next year. These are toys that have apparently been leaked, and we're gonna go over the list. All right, let me go up here to it. Okay, here we go. Spoilers. I'll wave you down when we're done with spoilers. There is for wave 1, for the movie, Superman with Krypto, these are action figures. Action figure Lex Luthor with Baby Kaiju.
So he's raising a kaiju.
Another one, Ultraman. I assume is the man that's dressed in all black that we saw in that one set photo. Superman. Metamorpho. Superman, which is a statue, which we will be buying. It's a McFarlane DC statue. Oops, excuse me, had a mac and cheese portable on the way over here.
Christ.
We're right back.
A Mega Fig, which is like a giant figure of kaiju. They got the little superpower 5-inch figures, Metamorpho. Then Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. Mr. Terrific. Ultraman, Superman. A vehicle, the T-Craft. A superpowers, those little 5-inch ones. Superpower playset, Fortress of Solitude. And then these are collector vinyl figures, Baby Joe. Baby Kaiju, Metamorpho.
I don't know what a baby Joe is.
Folks, I'm a baby. America.
Ice cream.
America, I'm a baby. Give me some ice cream.
Where?
We're gonna do it like we did for
I
COVID.
like how we're just doing impressions. Like we're just,
This is just the impressions episode.
Now I can crawl up the
It's Halloween. We
stairs.
can be whoever we want to be. It's Halloween.
Now I
That's
can,
true.
now I can really crawl up the stairs, guys.
Oh, Phil.
Oh crap! Oh, I fell my little baby head. It's dented now.
you sound like Pink Hill. You sound-
Gosh dang it, Bobby!
now.
I keep that thing on me.
Why are you dressed like the Hulk?
Why are you dressed like the Hulk?
Dude,
Dad.
Oh, Dad.
No, Dad. Hey, Dad.
I like Cotton Hill. Come and get your Tootsie Rolls.
I kill 50
You
minutes.
gave him a loaded gun, Cotton? You don't give a toy without batteries.
Oh gosh. Okay. We had that, and so this kaiju thing made me think about something. I watched a video a while back from a YouTuber that I thought was a complete fraud. He was just making stuff up. He said he got information about a trailer leak for Superman, stuff that would be in the trailer.
Yeah. So how let's say, bro, they were still.
And one part of it said Superman fighting a kaiju, which
Good
made me
flaking,
go.
man.
Which made me go. Wait a minute. I thought that part was fake. I was like, wait,
What's funny?
it's real. So
Yeah.
that means all this other stuff is real.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read through all the stuff. And the first one is going to make you probably jump out of your seat.
Back up. That way I don't flip the table.
Parts of John Williams' score was played.
Daggone, you got angry.
Oh, that made me angry. That made me calm. I'm normal
Can
now.
you see that? He got my jacket green.
Who cares? You're
I'll
fine.
watch it. Yeah, parts of John Williams' score was played.
I just want to say this.
It better be the bump, 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 bump.
Oh no, I think
I kills 50 men.
Superman crashing in the snow and the suit is battle damage. Lex Luthor stepping out of a helicopter, completely comic accurate with arrogance and smugness. Guy Gardner flipping tanks. A woman taking a selfie with a superhero shooting energy out of their hands. Superman protecting a child. Superman fighting a kaiju. Comic accurate Lois Lane talking with members of Daily Planet. Superman and Lois flying, a romantic scene. And Superman screaming, trying to hold back something/someone.
I think we should get the really big.
I have one question. How come there's no Hot Girl toy?
I don't know.
I think we all know what.
It's interesting. I think it's because McFarlane doesn't know how to make girl action figures.
Thank God Rob Liefeld don't. Did we say this exact joke?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yes. I remember it. It's in the back
there
of
you
my
go.
head.
So a little bit of a trailer leak, possibly.
Shorts are green.
I'm gonna wave them down now. Spoilers are over. Welcome back, people. Okay. And then no, never mind. And then the next dynamic duo, the puppet animated CGI rabbit movie, is eyeing a spring 2028 release window. The film will be a coming-of-age story with Jason Todd and Dick Grayson with massive action set pieces similar to the Bourne Ultimatum, the Jason Bourne movie.
I've never seen them.
Oh, well,
Me neither.
they're action movies.
Well, I know they're actually.
Maybe we should pull one up.
I've heard of them. I've just never seen one.
I seen the beginning. Of the
I
first
did
one.
see the one at Universal though.
I saw the beginning of the first Jason Bourne movie. Oh my God, it's Jason.
Is that dang
Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah, he's
Damon.
Jason Bourne.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real funny. He's extremely against guns. He plays a dude who kills everybody.
It's fake. It's fake.
I just found that the funniest thing.
Billionaires like
Okay.
That is a funny post he did.
Bro has one emote. Okay, one
Is that
second.
gonna be new on TikTok now? The
Apologies if the video messes up. I'm just gonna show them this real quick. So action set is similar to this. Apparently. I don't know.
jumping through windows and all the hand-to-hand combat stuff like that.
I don't know. I just picked a random clip. I don't know if this is a good one or not. So it's gonna be very action heavy.
In my opinion, John Wick has better action scenes.
There you go. Nice. Okay. Well, Greg Fraser, the cinematographer for the
Greg.
Batman. It's Greg.
It's Greg.
That is an I, sir.
It's silent.
No, it's not.
When have you ever seen the word Greg with an I?
I have seen it before.
Anyway,
I guess Greg was.
he made the Batman. He made the Batman look very nice with pretty sunsets and cool visuals.
Yeah.
He also did Dune. Well, he's doing the next Dune at the same time that Batman's filming. Thus, he's not going to be able to return for the Batman 2. So.
Well, they know the look they need to go for, so. You know.
Oh well. But that's that. Unfortunate. But there we go. And then finally for DC, James Gunn has confirmed that a Superman trailer is being worked on. He worked on it this past weekend. Cryptic HD Qual on Twitter said it is December.
This brings up another thing. We mentioned our break. Obviously, if this happens, we won't, I'd say just make a pack. We will not watch it. We will all come to here, put it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a reaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Shake on it.
I didn't really spit. Like, yeah.
Fist bump.
Yeah, here. Here.
Touch elbows. I don't
Here. Give me some noggin. There.
know.
What? Where am I?
But there's that.
Where am I?
So, yeah. That's the end of the DC news. And there's no other news, but there's no gaming, I don't think. But I just had this. Batman Arkham Shadows out. It's been
I
out.
got no comment to make
It's
on
been
it.
out.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of it. He's hoping he's gonna play it soon. I have to beat it.
I played a tiny bit of it. I like it.
Yeah. It's very fun. I would say it's probably maybe the best superhero game I've ever played.
It's a big statement.
Yeah.
Not VR game.
And maybe
Super-
best
just
Arkham
in-
game.
Just general.
Maybe best Arkham game.
Yeah.
But I won't give any spoilers. It's really good. Definitely recommend it. MetaQuest is a heavy thing to get, but it's a great console, I think. So definitely check it out.
Yeah.
If you have a MetaQuest 3, and if you don't,
Tough.
mhm.
Well, no, I mean,
We bought one and we're returning it so we can get the money back, and then we'll get
Yeah.
another one eventually. I might sell my PSVR 2 for it. Because I think I play most of the same games on there anyway.
yeah, and of course you sell it.
I
So
have the PSVR one.
the one's nice because you still got Iron Man VR on it. No, didn't they put Iron Man on a MetaQuest?
Oh yeah, it wasn't already on MetaQuest though. I thought,
I can't remember. I thought they were adding it.
or
on
they
there.
did. Yeah.
They're about to add it on there, so that probably look a lot better too, and
Yeah.
play really nice.
Yeah. But with that, there's the end of the news in the episode. So I guess we go and get out of here. So thank you all so much for joining us for this one. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit notification bell so you get notified when we upload. New episode every Tuesday and on YouTube, and Thursday for extra beef episodes. Sometimes I'm late, so bear with me, but it'll be out during the week at some point. But if you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404, or Instagram at the Comic Burrito _official page. No, _official. I'm tired. _official. Facebook at the Comic Burrito _official page, or Twitter, the CB Burrito.
You can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very active on all platforms, and go to our OnlyFans where you can watch me shower this stuff off. I guess.
Hey, yo!
Dude, free 20.
How much?
I don't know, 20. I don't know, $20.
$20, folks. You heard it. That's not too much.
Good deal, man.
Yeah.
For like,
And also,
probably what 8 hours of just
Right, just a tall dude showering.
oh, dude shower.
send us Marvel statues.
Yeah.
No. You have anything to say? I'm not putting your link in the bio.
Yeah, just
I
drop
don't
a
do
comment. Remember, stay curious and stay nerdy.
Real catchphrase.
Dude,
Yes, it is my catchphrase now.
He'll forget it next week.
I won't. I actually
He'll
won't.
do one of these.
I did it last episode.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Adios.
Excelsior! Oh, didn't work.
I'm about to punch you in the face.
It was fun.